To come out with a bang, Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are here again on another live stream, and I encourage you to like the video, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new, so that you can become a part of the Coach's Desk family. And we're just here to review what took place on day 5 of the athletics championship over there in Budapest, Hungary. Yeah, and of course, you know that Jamaica did not secure any medal for today, and I believe that Roshan Clark did exceptionally well. And as you come in, as before you comment, I'm going to encourage you to like the video. Like the video before you comment. So, Jack, welcome to the show, Jack. I hope that you said that you're here first. I hope that you like the video. All right, and tell a friend to tell a friend about the Coach's Desk. You know, one thing that stood out to me today is that pole vault. Yes, that pole vault today. It was exciting between Kennedy and the Moon. It was a very good one, and definitely, it was an incredible moment. Incredible moment. That's Nina Kennedy and Katie Moon. They shared the gold medal in the pole vault, both clearing 4.90 meters. And I love to see what they did, as they actually decided what they could have done is to actually do another set of jumps to decide or break that deadlock, and they decided that they would share the gold medal, and that was very good. I think that happened to Tambier and in the high jump, Tambier and the other, what's his name again? You know who I'm talking, but it happened before, and I think it was a very good very good gesture there from both of them. So congratulations to these ladies, Kennedy and Moon. You know what I mean? All right, so Sports Circle, welcome. Sports Circle 345, welcome to the show. Dandino is saying that he's very proud of Mr. Clark. Yeah, man, Mr. Clark did exceptionally well to be fourth in the world behind all those who beat him, and he actually took out the the defending champion. He defeated the defending champion. But I believe, though, if that semi-final that Roshan ran was the finals, trust me, he would have medaled. But it is understood he's young, and it could have gone anyway. The fact that he made the final, that is a great achievement. And the fact that he came into the final and he fought gallantly, that is commendable. You understand? Jordan Williams said, "You wish you were." Wish I were what? I don't understand. I don't understand that comment, Jordan Williams. Um, the Leslie Warner, coach, you don't reply to people's points. I have challenged you many times and you never reply. All right, since you're here now, Mr. Warner or Miss Warner, could you challenge me with those points that you made? Please do it now. You have the opportunity to get it live and direct. The Leslie Warner. I'm not certain if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, and I'm not certain if I get the gender correct. But you can challenge me now. Blake, you see you, Blake. You come like you and brain drain a twin, you know. Most Jamaicans predicted 13. Rob Smith, what go on? Big up yourself. Toughy Road in the building. Big up. I still believe we can get at least 70. Seriously, Jordan. So think the long jumpers deserve a video. Rob Smith, when we met, I did a video today, and I can better watch it. When we talk about the long jumpers, watch it. The people don't watch it because they go for a name. I did a video today. I did a live for about 15 minutes on the long jumpers and the semi-final matchup between Shakiri, Talu, and Sherika. I did it. But watch it, Rob Smith. Dandino, big up yourself. Me nah share nothing. We are gonna jump, roll, we drop. Oh, me nah share nothing. We are gonna jump, roll, we drop. Me nah get that. Dos Santos was not in his best shape, but Clarke did well. Yeah, man, we understand that. So you have to take it while it lasts. Toffee. Peyton Place. He was more than great. He was excellent. All right, Peyton. Hot take Clarke coming forward is better than Shelly Anko. I believe we have a chance to get 8 medals tomorrow. Big opportunity. All right. Fluffy Ever. Thoughts on the men's long jump today? Yeah, man, I spoke on the men's long jump today. You see, me I tell you, watch the show them, I think all the long jumpers did well. One jump were lead by Wayne Pinnock. Excellent. I hope he can really find form in the final and put himself in a position where he can actually medal. So it is a good look so far. Good first round from the jumpers. Excellent. If he ran his semi-final time, he would have placed second. Great run for the youth. Next year he'll be content. Yeah, definitely. And it's Olympic year, so that is even going to make the stakes a little bit higher. And you see this experience that he got, Rob Smith, it will propel him to go back to UWE, go back to the training base. After he rest, after he relax, and just go put in some work. So if he let up on a few sessions last season or this season, he knows that he can't do that this coming season, because that could have been the difference between him getting a medal and a fourth place. Yeah. Match interview express. Big up yourself. Pinnock for the goal tomorrow. All right, let us see. I'm not predicting a goal for him, but definitely would love to see him on the podium. Coach Blake did extremely well. Don't forget the top 4 athletes ran slower times in the semifinals. Who is Blake? I didn't see the line. I just saw the Shakiri and Skip. Yeah, man. I saw you stay, man. And that me I tell you, man. I saw you stay, Rob Smith, and you come over here and make nice. 8 medal. This is a serious statement, right? Tina Clayton, I'm saying that she should be at these championships. She's being mishandled, and you don't like it. I'm sure I answered that point in a Warner. I think I asked you to explain what I mean by mishandled. That's the question I asked yesterday. Remember your question? I asked the question, what do you mean by mishandled? Give me some pointers that you think you have seen mismanagement taking place. I asked that question, so remember it now. Yes, I ignore it. I ask you that. I was saying, me nah share nothing. We are going to vault until Kamala Ayat, big up yourself. Clarke did great. Men's long jump look good for us. Sherika racing 200. Oh, you see it, coach. Boy, Gear Lynch. The thing looks sticky away now. Right now, Shakira a hot artist right now. No? She a hot sprinter right now. So, as it stands, trust me, she I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see the semi-final. Then me predict who is going to win. Because Gabby Thomas not look bad either. You know? Yeah. If Jamaica get 8 medal tomorrow and I go ball, then I go ball. All right, Blake. But if you want to discuss this after the tournament, I ready. All right. We're gonna have the lives after. So you can probably jump on. But Mr. Warner, I am asking the question. Give me a list of things that you see that you believe that this athlete is being mismanaged. That's what I want you to highlight. Coach Blake did extremely well. Remember, the first 4 finishers ran faster time in the semifinals. Who is Blake? Which Blake you talking, Tuffy? Reason I said we have an opportunity to get 8 is Tajay Pinnock, Shanika, Clayton Knight or Genevieve, Antonia and Sean and Akira or Daniel. I saw 400 Earl. Wow, excellent race. I'm very proud of our Jamaican Clarke. Yeah, man. Hey, you see, me hear the announcers, them, you know, man, the commentators, they wanted Roy Benjamin because they were even reflecting and saying that the last time they met, Roy Benjamin was further away from Varholm at the 8th hurdle, right? But this time around, he's close and he finished strong. But may I tell you, Kyron McMaster draw on gear and Carsten Varholm actually pressed that NAS button. And I tell you, him start move away from Roy Benjamin. So Roy Benjamin had no answer. None whatsoever. Fabian, welcome to the show. All right, so I did well, thank you. All right. I meant Clarke in the 400 meter. That me I want to tough road because I say Clarke, who named Blake? Blake. I don't know no other Blake run for Jamaica. Jamaica need a gold medal. No, for Kiba, we are heartburn. Trust me, we need a gold medal for Chu Dandino. Any gold medal will suffice. Robson said, she's been mishandled. I told people he would have took a year or so to break her down and build. That's the question I'm asking the person, Rob Smith, but the person seemed not Ima bypass the question now. Tina have to take her time and grow and groom properly. No sense rushing her. Who will have to wait on time in the 200 meter semi with Sherika Shak? Nobody now wait one time. Between Sherika and Shakira, I go win. Talon have no chance. The last time we said something like that still. Carson himself said he thinks the final was slow because the others ran very fast in the last 2 rounds and he was able to go slow in his first race, hence he had more energy. Yep. Fear spot, good night. I believe Sherika Jackson will return her 200 meter title if Shakira Richardson don't do a gummy flick. Fabian, I stress out. Oh, Fabian busy. Chris Taylor, what you talk about brain drain? Not Tina Clayton time yet. No worry on yourself. Proud of Akira Nugent, but absolutely gutted for Tapa. Yup. People who Tina was beaten easily at World Juniors, have passed out Tina representing their countries, running sub-11s consistently. Serena Cole and Tia Clayton could get close to her. And name these people, Warner. Name these people. More you name them people were consistently around sub-11. Name them. Tamari Davis was just in the finals. Tina was lined up with her. That a one. You say people in and a one name that. Shakiri to blow Jackson's back out twice. You go on in a Blake. We are going to get a goal in the 200. It's a must. Benjamin said he was going to take 12 steps to the first hurdle to cut the distance and 13 steps to come home. Seemed like a 30 steps him take coming home. Lactic reach him. Hey, listen to me. The 400 meters is one of the most grueling events in track and field. Now, don't take it lightly, So when you see these athletes go out there, they have to run and jump, or run and hurdle. So certainly, when lactic take care, man. Jesus. I tell you feel it more than anybody else, right, Brendan? Yeah, man, Shakari look dangerous. Oh, this Kirking. Whenever am I Kirking when I know. Opinion what go on Shanti Jackson. How much time Shanti run sub 11? Dillisley. I don't even know. Man or woman wanna. Oh, are you king? Big of yourself, Big of yourself, king. Shakira blowing out Jamaican birthday cake candles. How many times Shanti Jackson run sub 11 Mr. Man or Mr. or Miss Woman? Fabian, what go on? I don't like when it looks, I will blow out the back, Virgin. We're not here. You're not on the audio. All right, do your thing. Coach, I ran 1 400 early in my life. After that race, I tell the coach I am high hurdle race. Yeah, man, certainly, man. The 400-meter hurdles is, as I said before, is a grueling event. And when you hear the man talk about lactic and how many steps he wants to take, because of course the hurdles event, whether it is the 4 hurdles or the sprint hurdles, they are both rhythmic event, and you have to ensure that you get your stride pattern right and through between hurdles. So that is very important. So like with the 110-meter hurdles for men, the stride amount that they get between hurdles is 3 steps. So I guess he wanted to get about 12, 13 steps in between, but apparently it didn't work out. Or you could say in burn up. But I think one of the things though, I think the temperature, the humidity in Budapest played a part in some of these people, especially the ones running the 4 hurdles, the 400-meter. Trust me, tough event. Ingela Britson was also beaten in the 1500 meters. That is a big upset. Another upset of the championship. All right, Randolph. So you say Sherika will retain her 200-meter title. I want that to happen. Honestly, I certainly want that to happen. Last night's video that I did was up, I believe, was a different vibe from what transpired the day before, because the entire Jamaica was down, but the hurdlers and Antonia Watson basically lifted the spirit of the Jamaican fans. Trust me. And even though we didn't get a medal today, it wasn't really a bad day. But what I want to ask about is Akila Smith's big jump that they said that it was a foul. Looking back on the replay, it seems as if it was very close though, you know. But I mean, would you judge that a foul? Brain drain on that super chat. Brain drain say only Flojo can beat Sherika in 200 right now. Once I hear brain drain say that, you know. Once I hear brain drain, I say that. Cause him no normally support Sherika, you know. Him Shakir in it and him a bet against Shakir, then that is serious. Sherika has a 400-meter strength to help her. She's going to break the record. I am looking forward for a record in this one. If it doesn't happen now, we get the gold medal, then certainly I will feel a little bit better than Monday. Olive Floor rise from the grave tomorrow. She couldn't even beat. Good. That's what I was telling Pioneer earlier. He said Broadwell pushed too hard. I told him Earls is not the 100. You can't just ease off. Earl times don't differ from Eats to finals. No, yeah, it's a rhythm. Like I said before, it's a rhythmic event, and you have to basically keep your part. So you see, the Earl is an event that you have to go through a high level of concentration. It's like you're running a race by yourself in hurdle, basically. But you have to ensure that you're concentrating, ensuring that you technically you're sound, ensure that you when you're going over the hurdle, you're leaning for your stride pattern, a whole lot of things. Your hip high, bring over the trail leg quick for the first step to start. All of these things are important. So, in my estimation, Kirk King, and tell me what you believe was the issue why Broadbell fell. My explanation is that he got up and saw the field moving away from him, and he started to race rather than continue what he knows that he can do. Because mid-race, him knows him can pick up. So more you tell me if you got something different from what I am seeing where Broadbell is concerned, Kirk. If you're still there. All right, Budapest is a slow chat. No record will be broken. Men or women. Personal best is possible. I compared her physical appearance now to Warner. Make we talk about that some other time. Sherika is the only potential gold medal Jamaica has a chance of winning. Lolo, go on. Big up yourself, you know. I think Antonio Watson has a chance to win the 400-meter tomorrow. I think everybody in the final has a chance. What I can say is that he has a chance to win a medal. You see the Matthew Hudson Smith youth from Britain, don't rule him out. Kirani James. So he still has, and then you have Van Niekerk. Wade Van Niekerk still made it to the final. Not at his best, but still stand a chance. But yes, Antonio Watson stand a real chance of winning. Shakir can only win in lane 9. 7 to first, 3 between. I know the maths. It's difficult to just ease up. 7 to first is when you do 7 to first early is when you're really fast still, you know, Rob Smith. So Broadbell is fast. I think what's his name? That was what Omar McLeod was struggling with. His first hurdle. He was at 8 steps. Then he switched to 7 steps because he got faster. I remember the year when he ran the 9-9. So he was struggling because of this whole um, speed issue. I'm not certain how many steps Broadbell take to the first hurdle, but most times the faster hurdlers they tend to graduate to the seventh stride to the first hurdle. Um, Fabian is back. Fabian, what's up?
Audio fix now?
Yeah, man, we are here.
Okay, just checking, just checking. Like me have problems because the sound now match up with the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as a reason. Me just I catch the one I discuss about 7 step and 8 step. I think all elite hurdlers, sprint hurdlers are 7 step. All elite hurdlers normally are 7 steps. As soon as they get faster and faster, then they move from 8 to 7. That was Omar's problem. I remember when he said he was moving from 8 to 7, then he started having problems. I don't know if I discussed Roshan Clark already.
Mm-hmm.
He went out too fast and he had to adjust after about the 6th hurdle. He almost hit that hurdle and he lost momentum, and that was it for him.
Mm-hmm.
He placed what, fourth, which was
Yes, Roshan
that was
Clark plays fourth.
that was the position that we had him in going into the finals. That he probably can run himself into fourth, but the reality is he wasn't going to beat those the big three.
And Kyron McMaster
Surprisingly,
really took
su-
that silver medal away from Rai Benjamin.
surprisingly, Master um, ran himself into a silver, and they
Mm-hmm.
also kicked Dos Santos off the podium. I guess Dos Santos doing a knee surgery, I think in February, and coming back to make a world championship final. I think he's a little short on fitness, but then Dos Santos is a champion, and he gave a good account of himself. But I'm super proud of Roshan Clark.
Yeah, man.
We did say that making the finals is a win for us. Making the finals, getting a PB
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a big, 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 big win for us. Also, Russell Clayton. We spoke about the elite athletes all getting a PB this year. Russell Clayton, big, big PB, and I think there's more left in the tank.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 wonderful females in the 400-meter hurdles finals. That is one event that I predicted that we would get a medal in. That not many people fancy us in that event, but I just think we're gonna sneak our way onto the podium in that event. Hopefully, that comes to fruition tomorrow.
Yes. And Daniel Williams, 2015 world champion, Akira Nugent. Um, they are through to the finals of the 100-meter hurdles, while Megan Tapper, ran what 12.5 and can't make it to a final. That is how the hurdles have been transformed.
That 12.5.
12.5 and can't go a final. That is ridiculous. Big up to
Mm-hmm.
Opal on that super chat. That is ridiculous. And I hear people talking also, Fabian, that Akira Nugent is lucky to be in that final. You want to agree with it? Because people tend to be
No,
looking
I
at the
disagree.
photograph to say that the photograph to say that it looked like the athlete was cheated out because Akira Nugent wasn't second. What say you?
No, I saw that race. Akira got out, got in front. Um, Amusan had to run her down, to catch her at the line. I mean, she's the world record holder, defending champion. So she had to work to beat Akira Nugent. Those of you who have been following Akira, she's the NCAA champion. So she has been running well on the circuit. So it's not a fluke that she was in the position that she got herself in and she's into the finals. If anything, if she didn't make that finals, I think that would be more of a surprise for us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the hurdles game is gone to a different level, Fabian. Different level. Because, as me say, Megan 12-5 and can't
12-5
make the final.
did not. I was hoping she could hold on.
And the fact is that these ladies have never yet shy to compete with each other. So we have been seeing the hurdles match up throughout the season. When it comes on to who will take it, I think Jasmine seemed to have the edge. But Kenny Harris not look bad. The world record holder look, hey, it's gonna be epic. And to know that we have 2 Jamaicans in that final, it goes to show that even someone speaking yesterday that our track and field is declining, or our sprints is declining. I want people to understand that this 400 is a sprint. The 4 hurdle is considered a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
The 100 meter is a sprint. 100 meter hurdles. The 110 meter hurdles is a sprint. You don't play with thing.
So why do you think it's a decline? It's not that it's declining. It's just that the other countries are getting, and it's not necessarily other countries. USA has always been our biggest competitor in the sprints. It's just that it's not really a competition, as someone said. If one team is always winning, so US just step up the game on us right now. This thing work in patches for the better part of the last 12-13 years. We have been dominating the sprints, with US winning, knocking off 1 or 2 times out of that 12 years, but for the most part we have been dominating. And I think that now that we are expanding, we see we have jumpers, both male and female, long jumpers, triple jumpers, high jumpers, and I think this is good for us. I'm looking forward to the men long jump finals. Really looking forward to that finals. I mean, Pinnock looks really good. Really, really good. That's how you announce yourself at the World Championships. 1 jump, automatic qualifying spot, and a personal best. That is how you announce yourself. And I have to say again, big up to the Arkansas coaching staff. See that jumps program at Arkansas? It's not normal. You have
hurdles and sprint coach too.
You have
hurdles and sprint team too. They're doing well all around.
Their entire coaching staff. We have Nichelle Price from Arkansas. We have Kier McLeod from Arkansas. We have Wayne Pinnock from Arkansas. And we have, of course, the one that Jaden Hebert from Arkansas.
Akira
Nugent from Arkansas. So again, the Arkansas, big up from us here in Jamaica to the coaching staff. We must say thank you for preparing the athletes the way that you have. And we can see the work that you guys have put in. Not even thinking about NCAAs, but preparing them for the World Championships. So I must say big up to the Arkansas coaching staff.
Yeah, man, they are doing well. And people, if you did not watch the video on the channel, a video is posted on the channel where Coach Travis was talking about the plans that he has for Jaden, and the setback is just for a greater comeback. So you can check it out when I finish with this one.
Was Jaden doing the short run up or the long run up?
You know, sir, I didn't count it though.
I didn't see
it looked to me like it was the long one, you know.
Like it looked like the long one, okay.
Yeah, the what's her name again? Clunis, Nayoka. She was in the hammer throw. She finished fifth, didn't advance, but it was good to see Jamaica diversifying participation in other events when it comes on to World Championship and Olympics. So it is a good look. Yeah. And yeah, Marvin Gaynor, big up yourself. So it is a good look. I don't know what decline is to some people. Even the men. I think the men are steadily improving. Steadily getting back. How many Jamaican men or male sprinters have gone sub 10? We have to look at those things. It's not only being on the global scene and doing these things. All of the variables come together and collide and make this thing work. So I'm not going to be saying that our sprinting is declining when other aspect of the sprinting is improving. It goes to show that the work is in progress. You get what I'm saying? And if you look at other countries, you might have one athlete popping up here and there. So it's not like they are steadily building athletes to come and challenge. At the same name them in the sprint, in the 100 meter sprint and 200, there's no change there. So there cannot be a decline with us.
But I don't understand why Blake says a decline and the other teams getting better is the same thing. That's complete craziness. Yeah, a decline.
Other teams can get. Oh, yeah, that don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. Decline? I mean, other teams
if
can
me
get
a score,
better.
Well, I know Fabian. If me a score 100 in a test, and you used to score 50, but you gone up to 80 now, and me still remain at 100. I did not decline, but you improved.
I don't understand Blake because we had 2 in the sprint finals. 400 meters for females, we have 1 in the finals. 400 meter for men, we have 2. So I don't understand. For the 400 hurdles, we have 1 male and 3 female. For the 100 meter hurdles, we have 2 in the final. For the 110 hurdles, we had a medalist. So I don't understand.
400 meter hurdle, we have 3 in the finals.
So we don't understand how or what Blake considers to be a decline. Because we didn't have a decline, it's just that we are having other countries are improving. Where we are seeing some African countries now with some sprinters, the Omanyalas, the Simbini, the Tibogos. These are some sprinters. The other countries are getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Decline is if we don't have any male breaking sub 10 or making a finals. That's what I would consider to be a decline. And it's really just USA competing with us in the sprints.
And if our medal quality change, that isn't declining.
That still isn't declining.
So I want to get that straight.
No,
yeah,
we're not declining.
This is something I got a float on to, Fabian. As somebody drag back my memory to that. Before I get into that, big up to Opal and that super sticker. Marielde Paulino was crowned the 400 meter champion. She was the favorite. We spoke about that, Fabian. 48.76. She literally blew the field away.
As expected.
Yeah. And Shade Williams, the Bahamian who trained here in Jamaica, or the Bajan, she actually won a bronze medal. Big run. Kazmarek was second from Poland. And that is also a big run for her. But yeah, I see some things going around about Shakira being the fastest woman alive. I wouldn't get them something there for.
Shelly not alive.
No, Ilian.
No, I'm not even going to Ilian. Shelly isn't alive. Ilian isn't alive. There are 2 females alive who have run faster than her.
So many me not
Shelly
understand.
PB is 1060, Ilian PB is 1054. So I don't understand why she's considered the fastest alive.
I mean, sometimes people just put out information and it's like them just ride the wave of using her name. And that me think, they're just riding that wave to ensure that their story sells and all of these things, but they don't really they are not lovers of the sport, or they would not have been
All right,
following the sport.
they don't under all right, Americans don't understand the sport. That's the first thing. They don't watch track and field. A lot of them see Shakari win, and at the end of the day, I am here and I'm watching track and field, and I'm seeing if I'm driving around and I'm going around, nobody's watching, right? Nobody's watching track and field. They just hear the news that Shakiri won, so
The
they're taking
fastest
it as,
ever.
oh, she's the fastest in the world or whatever the
And the
case may
fastest
be.
ever.
And I think she's number 5 on the list or something like that. I think she's at 5 because you have Flojo, Ilian, Shelly, Carmelita, and then she and Sherika
And
tied for
Sherika
5th.
tie,
Yeah,
yeah.
number 5 on the list. But at the end of the day, I think we have a duty, if you want to build the sport, to educate those who are not in tune to track and field like that.
But Fabian, some people just push up them head when it is Olympics or World Championship. So when we put out videos, if we put out a video that is educating them, um, they don't watch it. For example, the video put out about the rule being changed and how the lanes would have been selected. People still coming and asking why that person in another lane there, why that person in another lane there.
Or why them put them in another lane here.
Yeah. it's some of the comments are uncalled for because them not really interested. Them just want the high part of the stories.
See, Jerome, my good friend, say, Marianne Jones still on the list. I don't consider Marianne Jones on the list. Yeah, Jerome, my brother, I don't consider Marianne Jones on the list at all.
Big up Jerome.
Yeah, man. While I, you know the funny thing, coach, Jerome was the first person who said to me, Shakira is dangerous because her top end is not normal. Him tell me this months ago. Months ago, him tell me. Say, yo, Shakira top end is not normal. So she's very, very dangerous. And me play it off because me know the Sherika have top end. And at that point, Shelly wasn't injured yet. And me know say if Shelly Poppy Black, she can't go catch Shelly. But I don't consider Marianne Jones on the list. But I mean, Americans, those who are watching, winning the world championship does not make you the fastest person alive. It just makes you the world champion. It's that simple. So Noah Lyles is not the fastest male alive. It just makes him the world champion.
Definition for the fastest person alive is the definition. If you do track and field and you're not dead and you have time faster than me, we're alive. You that are alive cannot be the fastest person alive. You have to run a time faster than me.
Simple.
So while me alive and your time no faster than me, you cannot be the fastest person alive. Whether you're active or inactive, once your time will beat my time, because that is all already etched in history now, so you can't replace that.
Yeah, if they had said the fastest in 2023, then that's fine because
No, should have equal.
Sherika and Shakari have the same.
They are the two fastest.
Season's best, the fastest times in 2023. Sherika and Shakir both have 1065 as their PB.
The lane join are as is it is what it is. It is what it is. And it has been what it is for years now. I don't understand why people are afraid of lanes.
Lanes in what? In what? You want me to destroy this lane thing right now?
Whether 200 or 400 or 100, a lane don't make no sense because
you want me to destroy this lane argument right now?
Go on.
On the circuit, the top athlete gets to select their lane. Noah Lyles always selects lane 8 or 7. If it's a 9-lane track, Noah Lyles always selects lane 8. 400-meter hurdles, Karsten Warholm always selects lane 8. And if you go back in time, the 400-meter record, the Michael Johnson 400-meter record was broken from lane 8. So lane means nothing at all.
I mean,
Sha'Carri Richardson upset the field from lane 9. So lanes really don't mean anything at all. What I would have a problem with is, for instance, if you're a top, like if you would put Hansi Parchment to run a 200-meter and put him in lane 1, that might be challenging for him because of the steep bend and because he's tall. But that don't mean anything at all. It's the same distance around the track. All the lanes, if you're running 2, it's not like if you're in lane 8, you're running 150 and the person in lane 5 running 200.
exactly. And here Rob Smith said, no, I select the lane 8 because it gives him less turn to run.
Less turn, or the turn is not as steep because they're on the same turn.
Yeah, pretty much at the same distance. At the same distance with you.
The same distance is just that the curve is not as steep, so that it's easier for them to run on
Maneuver.
the outer. Yeah.
So this is it. The track is a 9-lane track. They remove or they refrain from using lane 1, and they use lanes 2 to 9. Lane 9 would have been 8. Lane 8 would have been 7. Lane 7 would have been 6. So the winners normally gets the preference of the inner lanes of 5, 6, 7. And that is if it was a 8-lane track, because it's a 9-lane track now. 6, 7, 8 are the preferred lanes. You remember one time gone, if you're winning the 400 or the 200, you get lane 3, 4, 5. So that them do away with that, because I guess all of these rule changes, people, I want you to understand that the athletes are the ones who normally put the suggestion to whoever make the rule changes. Even the same one that is done now, where the middle lane or those middle lanes are given by the winners. These are things that the World Athletics stated that were suggested by athletes and top coaches. So many times rules are changed because of the top athletes, the elite athletes. I mean, not elite performance. So people need to understand that. So there are the 2 types of track: lane 1 to 8, lane 1 to 9. Because they normally use a standard lane 1 to 8. They remove lane 1 or bypass lane 1 on a 9-lane track. So you use lanes 2 to 9. All right. I hope we help some of the people like Arton and others who have those questions. Yeah, man. Let's turn. As Fabian did I say it more, Steve. Same thing Rob Smith said now. When has anyone ever won 200 meters from lane 1? Well, US must win one race for lane 2, 4x1.
4x1. Yeah.
And that's not normal. That's not normal. I think the lane thing, there still might be preference. But for the most part, for me, I don't see where the lane is of any significant difference to athletes.
Physically, maybe
Because
psychologically.
probably psychologically, yeah, a lot of people want to. Zenot say, if I know Hibert's coach, please tell him to fix Hibert's double arm off the board and improve his cadence into the board. These fixes will lead to a world record. And
Remember,
Zenot, don't you believe that the coach see these things?
the coach has a,
These people look on and watch videos and over and over, and try to improve the athlete,
there's a
Remember, Jaden is still not a finished product, He's still work in progress. So there are many
um
more things than that to fix. Probably need to get fast up on the board too. That's why I'm talk about sprinting. You get what I say? Our baseman, what them a work on with ream speed, them realize him can run. So I wouldn't believe that this coach has not seen that, even though
yeah,
we're
and
not perfect.
I remember Jaden is 18.
Mm-hmm.
He is 18. He's not going to be technically sound at 18.
Mm-mm.
At
Yes.
33, 34, Shellyan was saying she's still working on her technique. So Jaden is not a finished product. Just know that the coach is good enough to coach him to a world lead and brought him to the world championship, who made the furthest jump in the event, but due to injury, that prevented him from winning the gold medal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think his coach is good enough. And maybe see these things. There's an app called Coach's Eye.
Yep.
If you're a coach, if you're an upcoming coach, I would advise you to download that app. Okay?
See there?
Especially for the technical events.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Especially for the jumps. It works wonders for the jumps and the throws, especially for the throws, like angle of release, all of those things. Download Coach's Eye.
Yeah, man,
That
it's
will
a
help.
good.
That will help. Any young coach out there, track and field, download Coach's Eye.
All right, hearing what is hearing that there's animosity in the camp. Taekwondo making noise at Cajun Golson getting a spot on relay, and he's not. Camp is in a mess for the Taekwondo Tracy don't run 4x4.
As in,
Oh,
Cajun Golson for that's the
Cajun
100 4x1.
Cajun Golson, not him win.
No,
Not him
sir.
win the World University game.
Yes, the 100 meter, the
So
World
was he
University
selected?
Games. Cajun Golson finish.
Last.
A last in finish in it? No, man, I don't think a last in finish.
The same man finished last, brother. Check
I
the
don't think
result
Cajun
again.
Golson they are Budapest. In their Budapest?
And that me I say when you reach there.
But then
Jerome
again, the
West,
head coach, that leads still, so.
Jerome West, you sure?
Me, I
If
call
that
him right now.
if
Me,
that
I
a
call
go on
Jerome.
still,
Me, I
Enough,
call
go on,
Jerome. Me, I call Jerome right now. Come in, if you see, Tracy, if you sit down, Tracy, lucky in their world champs, because I would have taken Blake and Ford. You see, Rob Smith, you see, every year you learn something new. All right, every year I learn something new. So I don't. You see, all the elite coaches in the world. I hear Stephen Francis said every single year. The only thing that he knows this year is that he never know nothing last year. Yo,
Rob Smith, say my big coach. They have a lot of these apps too, So it's not like Coach's Eye is the only one. You have another one back in the day that Johan Blake and both them used to use. I forgot what name. when you run, I think it look on you, follow you, and show you the angles them and whatever adjustment the coaches need to make, they make it. If and remember me telling you in front of mixed 4x4 now. If I see them way the other relays them are go on, my hopes now have remember me did tell you no. Let me find out what I go on to because we need to tell the people them are going. All right, me I'll find out what I go on. So we can get some
Hey,
info.
coach. Anybody
Yeah.
watch news? You watch TVJ news? Music and news company. That is what news company. Spencer Darlington. Spencer Darlington reported so there could be problems. I mean, because a certain athlete saying that he was fifth and they brought in someone who was seventh. And if that was the case, they could have brought in fourth and or Blake.
So the one it wonder. Not one it wonder.
The 991 man.
Mm.
Remember, so me beat J Trace with that already. You remember me beat them on whole show. Me take and beat J Trace with that, you know. I spent an entire about half hour beating J Trace and their selection process. So, and me here say even the 4x4 a problem. Which should not be. I think the 4x4 team pick itself still because we have two males in the final. And then we have Big Boy and Javon Powell.
But who are going to run the first? Remember, I know Fabian. I think the problem is that, you know, who run the heat are being a part-time money, you know. So if you don't run the final, you're not part of the. If you don't run the heats and the final, you're not a part of the money.
Oh, so who run the heats? Not a part of the money?
Yeah, man. If you run the heats, you're a part of the money. So I think the problem is that you want to get one foot in with one of the. So pre-adventure, the team do well and medal, or go to the final. You know, say money that.
Well,
and it will split 6 way or 6 way normally split.
6 way or 8 way. Because if I change the entire team. But there's always gonna be.
Me just get the team that was practicing.
You just get the team that was. So there's some truth to the TVJ report then.
No, the name they want to mention. The name they want to mention not in that team, I want to say.
Oh. You see, J3S can solve all of this with my selection process, where when you run at trials, it's for your individual events. It's that simple. Top 4 automatically is in the relay pool, and then J3 reserve the right to select the next fastest 4. Whether they compete at trials, whether they fall start at trials, whether they win at trials, the 4 fastest season best, and go to the camp. And then from the camp, they will decide which 4 will run. Simple as that. In that case, you and Blake would have been in the relay pool, and Julian Fort would have been in the relay pool, which would have been added experience. It would be perfect to see Julian on that back stretch and Blake on that third leg in the heats. That I think that would have been a really good relay with maybe Hakeem starting and Akishian finishing. That would be a very, very strong relay team. 4 sub-10 man that. And then for the finals, we can bring in Rhyme, Ford, Ron Watson, and Oblique Seville and kick out any 3 who we want to kick out. think that would be a very, very good team. But I mean, there's always gonna be problems in the camp.
Yo, a man down there in a bridging, and you know, say, from a man qualify for his spot, and that's why you see the qualifying spot, it are the problem, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because when a man qualify, him now go on sitting there.
Hey, we have to be careful what we are do still, you know. Or else we don't make the final then.
See, two of them.
We might not make that finals if we're not careful. You realize the quality of athletes that is there. For the females, 11-0, 10-9, 1 heats. For the men, 10 flat, 1 heats. That means there is some speed there. There is some speed there. So we have to be careful. Yes, we want to give the persons who are doing multiple events enough time to rest. But at the end of the day, you have to select a team that is strong enough to get you into the finals. Somebody else saying it's true because Maurice called Oral Tracy. Hey, me kind of don't want to touch that with a long stick. Anyway, events for tomorrow. What I want tomorrow? Me kind of know. You see the politics thing. Me not really play the politics thing, you know. Not really do the politics thing, you know, because J3s need to fix up. And me predict a problem that go happen, you know. Remember how long me I beat J3s based on their selection?
Hold on. Me see if me can play this stuff here, man. I don't know you what go on. Tell us one time I press the button, everything come to me.
Orton explained to TVJ Sports a policy surrounding the selection of the 4 for the sprint relay heats.
The J3's selection criteria allow for the first 3 parts of push to be mandatory. All the other 3 positions are discretionary.
Which way you did as a failure?
Is in charge of the men's 4x1. And he would have sat down and have dialogue with the technical leader as to who he prefers. It is not the technical leader call. It is Coach Graham's call. The technical leader really override the coach.
In the meantime, Gordon says he will look to arrange a meeting between Tracy and the coach Lennox Graham, who has responsibility for the men's sprint relay team, and also outlined the possibility of any disciplinary action being taken against Tracy.
But differently still, you know. Me know Coach Graham as a man of integrity still, you know. I'm a virgin, you know. So I guess anybody must select. Well, I don't know if him influenced by
Yeah, but I not say nothing about that one here.
I said
nothing about this. Me don't talk about that, you know.
Do you know I go on for tomorrow? Tell us what will happen tomorrow.
I already said my piece on the whole selection process and this whole idea of how there can be some problems because of how the team is selected. I've said my piece about it 1,000,001 times because the reality is there's no way McDonald could be the running sub 44 and not get a flat 400 to run when we only had 2 qualifiers for that event and the third option was discretionary, and you're telling me that you did not use your discretion to select the fastest quarter mile that we have on the island to get that third spot. You chose somebody else who was what, 5th or 6th, and use some crappy rule saying, oh, based on rule, we normally move down. And then now they're saying the rule is your pick. Anyway, me don't be J3 about that. Tomorrow. Coming up tomorrow, Jamaicans on track tomorrow. How far did Tajay jump today? I missed it.
Yeah, you know, so I missed that one there too.
All three in the final?
I think so. Me only know the 819 that of a McLeod and Pinnock 854 world lead.
See, Shakira said Rashid he's not well. He won't run the 4x4 either. Rashid can't 6 man. Or big boy can't 6. So tomorrow, first Jamaicans on track, the men's long jump final. 3 in that final. Hoping to get someone on the podium. Tomorrow also will be the 200 meters semifinal for women, followed by the 200 meter semifinal for men. Again, we have 2 men in the 200 semi, and we have 3 women in the 200 semi. I see one of the semifinal them that is really, really stacked. See one of the semifinal, I think the semifinal with Shakiri, Talu, Sherika is fully stacked for that 200. Somebody go cry. Hope on a Talu again. And then the 800 meter semifinal. Then we have the 100 meter hurdles. We'll end with the 100 meter hurdles women's final, the 400 meter men's final, and the 400 meter hurdles women final. Think we're getting some medals for tomorrow?
Well, what is projected on that scoreboard stipulates that we should get medal. So I hope that we can just.
In what events?
4 hurdles women.
4 hurdles women.
At least one of them have to go get a medal.
Yeah. How long now ago I said this? Months ago I said. You remember me say this months ago?
Yeah, man. I demand one of them to get a medal. Man.
You remember me say this months ago? Say with Sydney out.
We can push for a bronze medal.
It's really just Shamir and Femke. Must one out of the 3 of them must can fight them way and run a low 53 and get a bronze medal. Must be able to happen. But I saw something making the rounds on social media. And I think it might take me a long time to discuss this. But before we get to that event there, let us talk about the 200 meter semifinal for women. How you see our chances in that event? I only see one in the finals. And that's me being honest. I mean, they'll get a day to rest for the finals. So they have to go all out. I'm probably seeing some 21-7 or 21-8 in these semifinals. Coach, I get news from Budapest and I laugh to myself.
Sorry about that.
Me say, me don't want here, me don't want to involve me in the politics. Me done with them. Say what me have to say already. I am done with it.
Talk where you talk, Bridget. Talk where you talk.
So anyway, I ask you about the 200 semi-final, you know.
Yeah, man. I think in truth and in fact, I'm seeing one, but if either Natalia or what's her name? Kevona Davis squeeze through, then I don't have a problem. They might, based on the draw that they got.
Based on the fact that one semi-final is stacked.
Yes. And on that premise, I think if they play their cards right, because they have to look on it, you know, they see the top 3. Which one of them have Gabi again? I think Natalia has Gabi. If she can do her thing, you know, and just secure her spot, don't bother try race Gabi. Make Gabi go on.
Make Gabi pull you.
Yeah,
race everybody.
And you just try. It might be a case where you can get an automatical qualifying spot, or you can, you know, finish a close third, we can give you a fast enough time. But I am not banking on either of them to qualify, but I still believe that one of them can clinch it based on how that semifinal is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think no, Julian Alfred is in the one with Kevin, our teammate, our former teammate. So she can, anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. So since we are with the women, let us continue with the women. 100-meter hurdles. We getting anything?
If I'm brutally honest, I am thinking that it is not far-fetched because it's an optical event, but with these ladies, Camacho, Nia, Kenny Harrison, Toby, it might be a long stretch.
It's gonna be hard.
Akira, or Daniel, they would have to run the race of their life. If Akira can find about that 12-2, even though it was win assisted, then certainly she's going to be in for the money. Kenny Harrison has a tendency not to, show up big. Nia Ali, champion. But I think the favorite right there is, what's her name? Camacho Quinn.
Jasmine.
Yes. But this is going to be a battle royal between her and the defending champion. So that one is hard to call, Fabian. And you see, because these ladies have always competed against each other, and one week this one will win, the next week this one will win, and it's like a roller coaster sort of thing. So it's kind of difficult. Who hold them composure
I mean,
make
it's an
the least
experienced
amount of
field.
mistake.
It's an experienced field. For me, I don't see any of our females medaling. Some mishap would have to happen. People hit hurdles. It's an obstacle race, so it is possible. All cards equal. I honestly see Kenny Harrison winning. She's the former record holder. She looks good going through the rounds. She looks focused and ready to win. I think that case that Toby had a few weeks leading up might have robbed her of training, or might have stopped her from being focused because I realize she has been sleeping in the blocks. And if she sleeps in the blocks, she will not catch Nia Ali, nor Kenny Harrison, nor Jasmine Camacho Quinn. So I think it's gonna come down to being Camacho Quinn and Kenny Harrison. But I'm leaning towards Kenny Harrison, and I love Toby. I love Amusan. I really do, but I think that trial the last few weeks leading up to the World Championship might have thrown her off her game a bit. So I'm leaning towards Kenny for this one.
Kenny? Okay.
Kenny Harrison, yes. I'm leaning towards her. I mean, she looks good. She looks like, and she looks to be in 12-2 form, 12-2 low, or even faster. So I'm expecting her to really do some damage. Staying on the hurdles, 400 hurdles. I'm gonna put you on the spot since I did a laugh and the people and why I share the joke. Which one medals? Jellyfish, Rochelle, or Anjanette?
It's hard, Virgin. It's hard to pick which one.
Put you up on the spot.
You know why it's hard? Because, all right, Rochelle is this type of athlete where she go out and blaze up. Will she have enough to finish? Anjanette go out fast, then she travel, and then she make her move again. Will she have enough to finish? the most experience of the three would have been Russell, sorry.
Johnny.
Russell would have been there and done that.
Mm-hmm.
But will she try to follow a little or a ball in order to stay with the pace and get run out again? So there are a lot of things that are going through my mind, Fabian, when it comes on to these three ladies. That's why I've said it before and I will say it again. Who wants it the most from the three Jamaicans will get it.
Me love the limb. So me I go on the limb. That 53-3 from Rochelle. She has more in the tank.
Mm.
She also said that she believes that sub 53 will be needed to get you on the podium. I believe there's another PB coming for Rochelle Clayton. And if she goes faster than 53-3, she gets on the podium. And she'll be in probably a favorable lane. We know Femke Ball will Femke Ball will run a 51 or a 50.9. And we know that Shamir Little will run 52 or 51 high. It's just a matter of Rochelle Clayton running a low 53 or a high 52 to secure that third spot. So I'm going on the limb and I'm going with Rochelle. That and the fact that, Rochelle is coached by one Ronaldo Walcott. Big up yourself, Ronaldo Walcott. So I'm going on the limb. Coach Frida limb, but me I go on limb.
Who you say, Rochelle?
Rochelle, yes, I'm going on the limb. Remember, I went on this limb months ago when I said, I believe we will medal in the 400-meter hurdles for women. Go on the limb. I'm still out there. Go on the limb, but me say Thibaut go run past Curly and the limb not break yet. And so Thibaut go run past the defending champion. Right. I went on a limb some months ago and I said if there's anybody that's gonna break Bolt's record, it's Noah Lyles. And I think he will get close to, if not break the world record by next year World Championship if he doesn't get injured. By next year Olympics if he doesn't get injured. So which brings me to the last event, because I'm seeing this making rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds on social media. There's a certain athlete that me and my brother Jerome, we call him Old Chuck. He's an old Chuck from Westmoreland. And I realized that he has now become, in Jamaica's mind, the firm favorite for the 400-meter title. I don't know if you talk about him last night, but Old Chuck is one. The Old Chuck from Petersfield.
Oh, Petersfield to Budapest.
From Petersfield to Budapest. And I remember, I'll tell you the times in a minute. Let me finish my point about Antonio Watson first. I don't want to lose my chain of thought. Old Chuck. I remember you had this conversation. We were talking about Oblique Seville and the lack of his personality. And now we are seeing Noah Lyles, who probably have the most personality in the track world, win a 100-meter title. And we have Old Chuck, who basically have one of the biggest personality.
Then call him the kid.
Yeah, man. The fire kid.
No, the GUN kid.
You see it, but me now say it, the fire kid. You understand? But me call him Old Chuck. And the reason why me call him Old Chuck, I don't remember the 200-meter where I run. I seen gear down. You know when I demand him drive the Old Chuck.
Yeah, man, remember,
and he gear down like him drive one Old Chuck. From that day,
boss, man. You full of style, man.
Jerome call him Old Chuck. All right? And people, I know he's from Trelawney. I know he's from Chilani. I mentioned Westmoreland because that's where he went to school in Petersfield. So let us not major in the minor. So I see it on social media. Old Chuck is going to win, and I guess beating the world record holder in your semifinal. Does Antonio Watson have a legitimate shot of winning the 400-meter title? Especially with the with the favorite out of the finals. Does Antonio Watson have a shot at winning the 400-meter title?
Of course, him have a shot.
How legitimate is
Remember,
his
him and the
shot?
sitting there, man, you know.
How legitimate is his shot at winning?
Listen. The only problem I'm having, Fabian, and that's why I'm now gonna call it. I'm why you hear me, and you're gonna tell me if it makes sense. Roshan Clark in his semifinal ran a very fast time, world record, world under 20 record, national record. The national record was for 30 odd years, and he broke that record. He came back to the finals and he ran much slower than he ran in the semis. Now, Antonio Watson ran very fast in his semi. And for me, normally when you run a PB and supposed to come and do a final, you have to be in tip-top shape, or the recovery process would have been excellent. So for me, Antonio Watson is in uncharted waters because of him running that PB. So he's basically vulnerable at this time. And I heard that he was having some cramps. If he can get over that and put together a decent race, of course he can win. But I'm going to be cautiously
at least put him on the podium?
Yes, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic and at least say that he will be on the podium.
Okay.
I'm not putting him out there to the front.
How many times this year has Antonio Watson broken his PB? Coming into the year, I think his PB was 46.1.
Yeah, Fabian, but I understand. I think I understand the place where you're going with this. But how many times you got to recover after you run that personal?
Yeah, well, true. At the national trials, did he run a PB in the semis? And then came back to the final and ran a good race. So again, and he's conditioned by
PB in the semis, no?
Him never run a PB in the semis, and
No,
I finally run a PB.
He ran the PB at Racers.
Racers Grand Prix, right?
Right, and then him come and run to win. Him run a PB in the final and win, I believe.
I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate and asking the questions, you know, because I've seen it on social media that a lot of persons are saying he will win. No, I consider Antonio Watson and Noah Lyles to be cut from the same cloth, meaning they have no fear. They are bold enough.
But stick up in. As me say, no, and I don't know how true this is, but from information I've gotten is that he had cramps after.
Having cramps.
People say him walk away, and that could easily be as a result of the heat that is there and the lack of fluid. So he can get some fluid and easily that is fixed. Get a good massage, easily that is fixed. But that is my only concern. Yeah, continue from the clock.
Yeah, just clearing up. I didn't say Antonio won at trials. I'm talking about his running a PB at trials, not winning the race. I thought about this all day. Does he have a legitimate shot at winning? I think so, but he would have to run the race of his life, and I think he will have to run sub 44 to PB. 44.1 looks really good right now, but he will have to hit sub 44
to get on the podium.
I think he has some left in the tank. I think he eased off in the last 5 or so. I think he has some more left in the tank. If they can recover him and make him recover to 100% for the finals tomorrow, he should be on the podium. But there's a certain athlete that once they're in the race, I will never ever count them out. The same person who break that world record from lane 8, the world record holder, he ran a very ugly race, and he's lucky to be in the finals. And the last time we see somebody going out finals by the time, they blow the field away. And I'm talking about Shaqiri. So Wade Van Niekerk is in this finals. Anybody have the lane assignments for the 400-meter finals? Coach, you have the lane assignments. Yeah, you have the lane assignments.
They can't go field.
Find it for me, because my source is on vacation, so I'm on. My source is enjoying his vacation right now, so I'm on my own. So yeah, I think he might get on the podium. He'll have to fight. And I'm looking at Kirani James, but I don't think Kirani will go faster than who he went in the semifinals. But Antonio looks really, really good. And I must say I am sorry. I'm go take back the talk. I remember when Antonio decided to do the 400, I did say the 200 was an easier shot for him to make it to the World Championship. And I am going to be... Oh, Van Niekerk in lane 2. Okay. All right, never mind. And Watson is in lane 6. He's definitely on the podium. He's on the podium.
You see Kirani,
Hudson Smith,
Quincy Hall, and Vernon Norwood.
And Norwood.
All right, so
he's on the podium. He's on the podium, coach. To be honest, he's on the podium.
He's the fastest into the final, but you see, is about putting together a good race to, you know, Fabian. It's about putting together. Remember, 400 is a strategic race, you know.
It is, and the reality is there's only one person in the field who has gone faster than him this year, and that's Van Niekerk. Nobody else in the field has gone faster than him this year. So I believe Watson has a legitimate shot at winning this event. With Stevie G pulling up because of the heat, I believe that Watson has a legitimate shot. If he can recover in time, and be in tip-top shape, I think he will be fine. I think Watson can. The old Chuck will be changing some gears, and if he wins, Watson has a big heart. And the fact that he'll have Vernon Norwood in front of him to pull him, and then Matthew Hudson Smith and Quincy Hall to push him, he has a very good shot. I remember years ago, Watson used to struggle with the 400. He used to go out slow and then try to run down everybody. And he had a hiatus from the 400, just running 200s. At the start of the season, he was doing 200s, and in this season, he decided to take up by the 400. And at the Racers Grand Prix, he said that I am a quarter miler, which is telling us that he is owning his event. He's owning it, and he's taking charge of his event. And I have him at least to be on the podium.
Yeah, man, I believe he's gonna be on the podium, you know. But the gold medal, if he does it, excellent achievement.
I am putting it
But
out
I
there that he will
I
do.
am putting the asterisk beside it because of what I heard about the cramps.
The
And
cramps,
if they
yes.
can
The
recover
cramps.
him well, so he can repeat or do better than what he did in the semifinals, good to go.
I
But
want
I
him
am
to run
realistic, you know,
44.
and you see, you make prediction based on data too, you know. And the data is the information that you have in front of you.
Seville, make it unrealist.
Eh?
Oblique, make everybody be realist now.
No, man, it's some of the people in the real Fabian. You know, say Jamaican people them are work on this, man. Some of them the real, man.
Hey, them, me get beaten for Seville, you know.
Look at the girls them there in the something there.
And look where Rochelle is.
Gordon's out that, you know.
See where Rochelle is? Rochelle getting on that podium, you know. Rochelle getting on that podium. Remember me tell us Rochelle getting on that podium. Just know she's getting there. Shamir Little and Femke Ball and Rochelle.
Not a bad call. Can't fight it. Because I say any one of them can get it.
Me I lean towards Rochelle. Me I go on the limb.
Yeah, Rochelle seemed to be the most poised for real.
And she looks focused.
She seemed like she wanted more than the other two. So again, she have to just go out there in the race now and display that, because semi-final race has nothing to do with the final race. You get what I'm saying? It's a fresh race.
Me only sorry, so me not get to watch it.
Everything fresh.
I'm just upset that I won't get to watch it.
Why?
I have school, but
They
race,
Oh.
the race they are done. The race are done. Check till the time the race I run. I can't get to watch it. Race I run too early. School not done it. So that race is being run 400. Oh, me can't watch it, man. Me go watch the race. Race around 350. Me have my phone and watch it. Oh, see, somebody saying Stevie injury wasn't heat related. The newspaper report here reported that he has a grade 1 sprain of tendon between the knee and right posterior thigh. I thought it was
Jesus.
I
Between the
thought
knee and him posterior thigh. So something there a little bit below him. It probably had the joining where the muscle join the hamstring to the knee. Right at the tendon here. A tendon himself. Yeah, man. So that a back of him knee there, so. Way down in the insertion the knee and whatever, tendon and bone. I forgot them something there. But we know where my talk.
I thought it was the heat because he was suffering after the first round. Rob Smith, I say if me now have phone to take a back. Rob Smith, I think me can leave people in my class and go about me, I go about through Rob Smith to watch race.
Oh, so that's why I never know what is Debbie Downer Olive Gallimore, because I no deal with negative thing. I deal with facts. I'm not talk FOX. I'm talking FACTS.
Why she feels you
She said me I thought the person thing about Antonio was.
No man, no. So I saw them beat when we talk about Seville when everybody I go crazy over Oblique. Me say this is nothing new for me. Oblique has done this twice already. And don't turn up in the finals. So you have to turn up and see same thing happen again.
No, Rob Smith, him said between if it is between the knee and behind, the posterior is the back part.
It's the back part, yes.
It is behind the knee. So that tendon that joins the knee or the bones, the what you call the head of that bone. I forgot what it name. to the hamstring. And this so it connect. So once a posterior, it has to do it back.
Yeah, Rob Smith. That's I when me get my never mind. You know what posterior, cause I want tear for my posterior hand and the meniscus. So that's how me know where that day.
Yeah,
The back
man.
of the knee.
Hey, a science we study in a virgin. You have to know science, you know, for do the
I mean,
sport.
yeah, we know that Antonio is a youth gold medalist in the 400. But at the time, his race model was ugly, where he would sit back and then try to catch everybody.
Yeah.
As a pro, that can't work. That can't work as a pro. And he has,
Yeah, man.
as Jerry said, he has better race distribution now. Racing strategy is completely different.
Yeah,
He's
man.
distributing his speed
Him learn it now,
well.
man.
It looks like he was a student of the 400 for a while, and I think he has mastered it right now. He has mastered it right now. And hey, I love me 400 are probably one of my favorite events to coach because of this.
See, Dr. Dan, I tell you they were going. The biceps femoris. Yo.
Science are probably my weakest subject in our school.
Love the science, man.
I don't know nothing about science. Nothing at all, I don't know about science.
The kinesiology, anatomy, physiology, general science, all of them something that we do.
I think both of the kinesiology though.
Good sitting for no more, man.
Yeah, I think if you do it as a coach, I think it's something that I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how we did go to sports psychology. So Antonio, putting it out there. I am putting it out there as one of your biggest AC, your biggest fan. I've been defending Antonio from him bust the blank shot them.
Yeah, man. Me not defend him too. People them are
Bust the shot we are defending him.
People them did a overreact.
And people were overreacting because we are making non-sports people. I make one word. Non-sports people have too much say in sports related events. People who don't love sports, people who don't follow sports, people who don't know enough about sports, we are making them have too much say in sporting events. Because the amount of shot now alive is fire.
Alfred
Curly, everybody a fire shot. And this little youth fire shot off his friend. Who the person who get the shot, not take it as nothing because we cannot get rid of the personality out of sports. It's personality. It's the personality. Hoping fire some tomorrow. Not literal shots, but winning. I have a medical degree from Howard University. Yes, I am very, very
Dr.
real.
Dan make Jordan know.
Make them know, Dr. Dan. Make them know, Dr. Dan. Somebody say
Dr. Dan for nothing.
You know,
I only doctor we are done.
Yeah, man. Only Dan doctor. Oh my word.
No, we don't talk that type of science. I'm Rob Smith. I didn't say science. Science. Two different things.
So I Rob Smith have to call a movie artist name. Call one of them man we are sing both science, no man. Valiant them and them and them man. So
He would be DQ'd if it was NCAA. Good
for
thing
what?
Jamaica and do it.
You know that DQ fee gunshot NCAA? Why?
I don't know. I guess they have something on their policy book.
Them other DQ fee gear down too.
Hey, I sickest thing that I've ever seen. In a race.
The man gear down like him come off a spiritual.
Hey, Fabian. The man do it neat, you know. I never see a man running a drag. I still know that you there have swag for a long time, you know.
We say Antonio have serious swag. Man,
You see,
geared up.
anytime you then start wear the sleeves and them thing there, and I swag them up from early.
Oh God! See, one of them who beat Antonio, the Philly Yard device, and not it's not cool when we have a major problem with violence, but he's killing his competition. The man is killing his competition. You see, the reality is people need to understand figurative and literal meanings. So, you see, figurative meaning very, very important. And comprehension is very, very important to life. Because I don't understand how a man celebrating as Jamaicans, right? I think this is innate in all Jamaicans. I would love to put all of you Philly Yard devices hold on in our room and run one race and Shelly or Sherika destroy the field and count too much shot fire. Count too much shot fire. Car fanatics. See one car drive past fast and they love it. Almost shot fire. Man them a play domino and drop a 10. Almost shot fire. It is innate. It is a part of what Jamaicans we don't even think. The reality is when we're happy, we fire shot. We fire blank. It is a part of our culture. That doesn't mean that we are literally firing real gunshot. It's just figurative. So I don't want anybody come tell me nothing about we have gun violence problem. I don't want Antonio busting figurative shot can add to the gun problem that we're having. And we don't have a gun problem, people. We don't have a gun problem. We don't. Because gun is just merely the medium that is used to portray violence. So it's not a gun problem that is the problem. So what if he had done this? Because I've seen runners do that and cut off throat and all of them. Something. Would he get the same bashing because of that? Knife violence is very high in the UK. Are you gonna say it is insensitive because we have a knife problem or a violence problem? I think we need to understand that these are some of the reasons why sports is dying. We need personalities in the sport. We need a lot of personalities in the sport. Bolt was phenomenal in pulling crowds. We don't have that. We are killing the youths of having a personality, which makes it entertaining. So all of you people, nobody no want to debate me. We can debate. This is a topic we can debate on too. The firing blanks and all of that in our sports. Since you're not afraid for debate me about Shelly and afraid for debate about everything else, we can debate about that.
Jeff said that he wanted to debate, but him said based on how it looks, it seems like it's hard for him to find pointers against Shelly and Fraser. Right.
It's hard for you to find something against Shelly.
Mm.
I mean, I gave my points. For the better part of 13 years, Shelly has been at the top of her game for 13 years. There's no other sprinter in the world who has ever done that. Track and field is your career in track and field is short. Only for a select few, you have a long career. So we can't Philly Yard device, we can debate about a gun thing there. Because that is innate to all Jamaicans. We bust blank when we're happy. When a man score a bicycle goal or something in a football, everybody a bust blank. But I think the world has gotten soft and we are becoming too sensitive to certain things. And the more we clamp down on certain things, it's the more it's making them worse.
The thing about it, there are other countries who might have the fire stick problem more than us. So I don't think we have that problem. We might be one of the top most violent country, yes. But I don't see I don't know if it was an issue for me. It was just um
It's the non-sports people. And I keep saying it. It's the people who know nothing about sports, who don't watch sports day in, day out, who have a problem with someone winning. And
but Fabian, if you look at the history of where sport is coming from, it was for violent entertainment,
mm-hmm,
When in the Greek time where they were in the stadium and they put men to fight against beast or each other. That was where sports evolved from, So if we want to take it to violent, we can dig up those history and see where it is coming from.
as we say, until we stop making non-sports people make policies in relation to sports, we will continue to have this problem. I remember this was a whole debate on a sports channel where some sports journalists were beating him for having that personality. When
Oh,
Noah has the on the world stage a fire gunshot, some sports journalists beating him. But the reality is the
I
world
mean,
has
but
gotten stopped.
sometimes people have to portray a particular image that they not really agree with. So them talk against something what them agree with just to please the mass or whoever wants to be pleased in that situation.
And but we as sports people, I remember you defend Antonio, me defend Antonio down to the ground. I encourage him, say, be who you are. Don't make anybody determine who you are. Make your actions speak for you on the track. It's that simple. Have fun. Bolt was the one who decided to come and start dance and do all of them things they know. Yeah, because that's just how he is as a person.
You see, you Rob Smith, yeah, problem, man. Whatever coaches class we have tonight.
Hey, Rob Smith, you see the thing about it, we are both teachers and we're both coaches. So whichever hat you want, we put on. If you want to put on the teacher hat, we can put on the teacher hat. But this is it's a sensitive topic, and I think we have to shed light on it because there's a strong possibility that if he wins tomorrow, some shot go fire.
You see,
So
well, I know. You see, all of who did that beat him down, I better them are go up on some social media and big him up.
yeah,
Mm. So it always go.
I mean, yeah. See, Jerome said Maurice Green started it before. I mean, Maurice Green, I the thing about it, Maurice Green is not somebody who was really having fun. I think Maurice Green just was obnoxious. He was just overconfident and you know, but that was his thing. That you see Maurice Green, you see what he brings to the table. He's always there doing the most.
Man, all have him props.
Having props of which man I know a fire extinguisher put on a finishing line and wait for him finish run. Maurice Green is one of a kind, one of a fire extinguisher at the finish line waiting for spraying spikes. Same him spikes catch a fire. Maurice Green is not normal.
Yeah, man, the three Jamaicans are
Three Jamaicans in.
in the long jump.
All right. So
Mm.
Jerome West, may I go ignore your comment about VCB and Merlin not having longevity to match Shellyan's career because in reality that's all they have to match it on the world stage. Just longevity, not in achievements. So it's
You
not
know,
about
nothing can come out of that group I do. Fabian, Dina, Asha Smith, you know.
Dina. I think Dina will go faster. I think Dina will go faster. She might have to qualify as, and I think the fastest non-automatic might come from Heat 3.
Mm.
Adija that?
So you have Kevin, Alfred, Antonique, Ajina in a lane 2, another one.
Kevin has
Lane,
an easier shot going up
mm-hmm.
against.
But she have a big field this too, you know. Barring with Kayla White, I don't know where she can go out. You have
Yeah, man,
Darren
Darren
Lita,
Lita too.
Anthony, Sean,
Anthony
Julian,
Strong,
Alfred. Kivona can squeeze in our chef. But a good race enough Fabian. Chef got empty her tank because they're not running the same day. Chef got
You
empty
have to,
that tank.
yeah. She have to go closer to sub 22. And then the big one.
Favor feeling of this. Gina Bass, Bianca Williams, Talu. Might have the fastest two out of this two, you know.
Yeah, I think the fastest two will come from this one. And I'm sorry for poor Talu with the two of them in front of him. I'm really sorry for her with both of them in front of her.
Right, Talu.
Talu is just running at the wrong time, yeah, man.
Andrew Hudson and lane 9. Going up against Brendan Raddy, Noah Lyles, Ogando.
I think he should qualify.
Where?
From lane 9. I know Ogando is good enough, but from lane 9,
all right, let us see.
I think Lyles will pull him. See them I put me on a stand for it. Philly your device after the 200 semi-final, I'll tell you about that. See me talk about Stevie G and Stevie G go mash up. We talk about Wonder Kid and Wonder Kid go mash up. I'm afraid after the 200 semi, I'll tell you who. Tune in tomorrow for my pick in the 200 meter finals.
Night and Buck use Fanbule DeGrasse.
Wait. Let me see that one here. Oh, Night and Lucky. Think they went through and me boy another race I took as Night and wanna make it, you know.
You mean the next one, E2. See, man?
Yeah, man, easy to the finals. He's gonna ease into the finals. He's gonna ease into the finals. And then run go up the step again.
No talking.
No talking, just do the job easy, and run the next 200 up the step them with ease. That you call personality. What's this? 800 men. Yeah, we don't have
men?
We have never ski in 800?
No, sir.
Yeah, we don't have it's just the 100 hurdles final, 400 and the 4 hurdles. Daniel in lane 1, Akira in lane 8. Or lane 2 for Daniel.
She decided come out still.
Yeah, Devin Charlton has impressed me.
She finished strong normally, you know. This is one of the most stellar field lining up at this year championship.
Only person is missing is Brittany.
Yep.
And Brittany just get well soon. I realized that she started running again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, started training again. And I know it was a tough mentally. Knee surgery is a tough road. Tough road to walk mentally. So I'm happy that she's running again, training again. Hopefully, we can see her next year. It might be difficult for her to be back at her best next year, maybe the following year, but I really want to see her next year. Crystal slowly has been improving. Also, Liz has been. That's Kerika Hill, by the way, doing well, just the same.
Rob Smith said no ball to me.
You see, I like Talu. I mean, Talu reinvented herself. Talu is what, 34, 35?
Yeah.
She reinvented herself after being a veteran, and she's putting down some times that we have never seen from her. And I have to respect that she is adjusting to compete with the current crop of sprinters out there. And trust me, that is not easy to do. So big up to Talu. I just think she's running in the wrong era.
So when should I run?
Why? Honestly,
If
I
if I
don't know. I don't know. I
should
don't
have a
know.
problem anyway, take it.
If she was consistently running 10-7 6 years ago, she would have made that. She would be on the podiums. Remember when Shelly's PB was 10-70, 10-71, and she was running 10-70. I think if Talu was running 10-70 in that time, she would have been on a lot of podiums.
Torino best Akira gonna shock the world tomorrow.
I mean, she hit hurdle 10, and that cost her to lose. That caused her to lose momentum. I think that cost her the race.
She lost the race?
Yeah.
Oh,
Toby,
yes.
Toby beat her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amosan beat her. But in order to win, she has to get closer to 12-20.
Yeah, me said 12-2. She after then another 12-2 region.
I think 3 of these will be running faster than 12-3, or maybe 4. I know Kenny Harrison running 12-2. I know Toby going to run 12-2. And I know Jasmine Camacho Queen will run 12-2. So all 3, I'm expecting them to run 12-2 or even 12-3 low. So in order to get on the podium, Akira will have to run a blinder tomorrow. And I don't normally play for people to fall or get injured, so she'll just have to run a blinder. I've never ever wished for somebody to get hurt during a race. I wish for everybody not to even have a false start. Jerome said Toby coming 5th. I have Toby for 3rd, Jerry. I have Toby for 3rd behind Camacho Queen and Harrison.
So Ali now coming or nothing.
I mean, I have to big up Nia Ali and her, let's see, one of the mothers at the World Championship. So I do believe that Camacho Queen, Harrison are next level. And Toby has that heart of a champion. I think she will come through and win.
You watch her interview?
Which one? Who?
Toby.
No.
You report us some attitude.
Toby. Remember, she just beat one case, so I think that was weighing on her mind a bit. But she did say she didn't have any, she wasn't worried about beating the case.
Mm-hmm.
If only my athlete did so lucky. If only my athlete was that lucky. Can you imagine? We'd have 3 in the 400 final.
Mm-hmm.
But
a different case still.
It's a different case that he thought was that type of. It's just complicated. Sean Bailey. And Sean Bailey, again, big up Sean Bailey, younger brother of VCB. Veronica Coach Veronica is Jerome's favorite sprinter, you know. So when I hear him talk about Veronica Campbell Brown, him have a level of bias towards her.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And Coach, me see you make one video say people are ball for Ilian.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends in our group say a fit Ilian would never. That is after Shakir won the 100 meters. A fit Ilian would never. So, Coach, you're going to say a fit Shelly would never because we all know Shelly's not fit. Shelly not fit.
A popular social media person would say, left that alone, brother.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. And people asking me about the 4x1. To be honest, my 4x1 for the men, Akeem Blake. I guess I'm stuck, you know.
I'm going to make a video and tell you now what go on.
Akeem Blake, oblique Seville. Me don't know how the two make leg go.
I'll make a video and tell you now what go on.
Me don't know how the two make leg. Akeem Blake, oblique Seville. Me not sure about the two make leg yet. For the females, Brianna, Shelly, Chin, Sherika. That means Brianna, Shelly, Natasha, and Sherika.
Hey, Rob Smith, don't bother with it. But Shelly steal. Shelly don't steal your heart. That one heart Shelly have. Don't bother with that. We have got any show for that now, Fabian.
Yeah, man.
Now
Rob Smith, I think Rob Smith I sit down in front of the class. He might get too bright now.
He might get bright. So we're going to dismiss the class. Anyways, people, big up yourself. Was a medalist day for Jamaica, Team Jamaica. We understand some foolishness are going on.
Mm-hmm. In the camp.
In the camp. I don't want to look a video upon it and tell you what I go on. See what I say? I'm going to hear the team they must select for first round and second round, yeah? Because I believe shillings involved. Anyways, big up yourself. Fabian, big up yourself. As usual, I know I will like the city, you know. So, people, stay safe. On your way out, like the video if you did not do so. You see, man like Rob Smith makes much comment and he don't put a finger up on the like button. Yeah? So like up the video, people. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.